So this is part 2 to my first vlog. I'm just gonna conclude this, guys. What a lot of you don't know is that I've been a paranormal investigator myself personally for pretty much almost all my young life and my adulthood, which is why I know so much about what's going on, which kind of led me to my other point, talking about romantic relationships and marriages. Okay, I've been married to my husband for over 17 years now, and we're still going. And anyways, you're like, well, what the hell do you and your husband have to do with it? Well, we have a lot to do with it because we've been under a heavy amount of spiritual warfare. I also have reason to believe, and I'm not going to disclose names. So even if you go in the comments down below and ask me, you won't know. There's 3 different people who are responsible for the sorcery over, our lives, over our marriage, and over our children. And don't even doubt my kids, because my kids had a crazy ass experience not even 2 days ago. And so, we've been dealing with, somebody doing some type of sorcery over our marriage. It's caused a lot of arguments and things like that. And here's where, my background and my relationship come hand in hand. First of all, I'm a paranormal investigator myself, so I know a lot intuitively with that stuff. Secondly, I've been married for 17 years. As of recently, all this just suddenly started to emerge, and really virtually for no reason. And a lot of you are like, well, so what, how is that significant? It's significant because if we were not a couple of people in faith or who believe in God, our marriage would have long fallen apart. Okay? Y'all cannot sit before me and say that if we were people of the world, if we still belong to this corrupted, disgruntled world, spiritually speaking, that we would still be married. It's been literally 17 years. Okay? I have a family member who I believe her spouse is a Mason. My husband has a boss who I think has a very dark demonic past, and still does. And I know somebody at a grocery store who is doing some really not good stuff. So that's how it pertains to this. One of the most essential comebacks for us is, believing in God, and keeping our marriage and relationship strong regardless of the things that we think we hear, the things that we say. And when I tell you that these demons can mess with your thoughts, what you hear, what you even see, they give you depression, they can get you sick, they can do all kinds of crazy things. And that's what my last vlog was pertaining to, because a lot of you young people think by having one boyfriend and hooking up with another one a week later that that's going to be okay. Biblically speaking, you're hurting and damning yourself, because in the 10 commandments, that's exactly what adultery is. When you get with one man or one woman and you then get with another, period. It doesn't matter what culture you are, what your background is, what your history is, etc. If you have one person in your life, husband or boyfriend or wife or girlfriend, it doesn't matter. You're only supposed to be with that one person for the rest of your life. And it doesn't matter how many disagreements or fights y'all have. That's just what it is. Let me sum it up by saying my husband and I have successfully, been married 17 years. And despite the sorcery that they're trying to bestow upon my family, I'm not going to let it succeed. And, because I know God is watching over us. And I know God is, protecting our marriage. And thank God, God brought us back. It's just something out of this world. But I'm going to tell you guys, for you people who still belong to the world, who have not come to your senses, who haven't come to God, you're running out of time, okay? And when you come, it doesn't matter if you got the most expensive clothes or jewelry, or you listen to the best music. You need to be authentic and come as you are, with every wound and every scar that you got. Remember that. He'll judge for what's in your heart, not for what you got on the outside.